So, our society says that if you don't want to follow the system, then you must pay for not following the
laws.
Yeah, the laws and the format that they wish to impose on you, and that is not true freedom. They want, you're at the mercy of the people who control everything, the money. They control the money, and when they see
lawmakers,
the banks, the business interests, and the last person to be involved in any of this would be the people.
People want the power to be able to gain, not lose. They want that power. I want that power. You want that power. That's human. But we're losing our food. We're losing our houses. We're losing our jobs.
Yeah,
and the people are still making the poor and the rejected and the disenfranchised pay. The poor and the sad go to prison. They're the ones who are accused of breaking the laws, not George W. Bush. But if we had 3 million people marching to D.C., we would be able to criminalize the motherfucker.
And get some real change, because, it's got to be peaceful. I mean, we all have Hitler and Jesus in us, and you can just choose the peace. And that's the method that you must take that system, and do not give in to the Hitler thing, because we have him in us. Go for the peace only for the rest of your life. You can get things done like that. There has to be no blood spilled over this. But
we keep peace. We accept that there is a thing called social class and social relations to the social justice, the economic justice, the emotional justice, okay? Don't go out and kill somebody. Don't go out and do a hit and run, okay? Take basic social responsibility. Do follow your laws. But I want you to know that you are not a puppet. You are not the system's whore. I want people to really, really see that they do have power in the right functionalist perspective, okay? That's fine that you're a conflict theorist. We do need the conflict. But we've had negative conflict. Like negative criticism, we need positive criticism, we need positive conflict, okay? We want to really promote that peace. It's the acceptance of the way it really is, okay? The empire will not collapse. It has collapsed. Okay? America is a third world country. Crime has escalated. Suicide has escalated. But that doesn't have to be your bubble. We still have choices that we can make. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the choices that we need to make need to be intellectual and not our lizard or our basic instincts. We're beyond that level where we've learned from history. War is not the answer. Blood is not the answer, and I'm just not going to be part of that. And there's still people that are brainwashed into believing that that's the answer, is to let a corporate, Pentagon go around the world and strip mine, the resources, human and natural, and in this unsustainable economy that's just, throw away everything. I mean, things are made to break down, planned obsolescence. You make something and then you throw it away. And our whole economy is built on purchasing things, and there's a certain limit that the earth has, and then you'll start to see decay. We really need to get away from this cheap energy that we're, fossil fuels and that are damaging our water and our, and we need to get away from growth. Every year, people think that the only way, the only way that the capitalism works is if there's growth every year. More houses built, more children born, whatever. and we're getting to the point where there's not enough to go around. I mean, 70% of the the supply, the resources, sucked out of the earth are going to the United States, and the rest of the world gets 30%. Mm-hmm. When we try to develop other countries to make them more like us by forcing democracy down their throat, they're going to be democratically allowed to bring in other corporations to where they're going to lower the level of every human being, and they're going to create a lot more poverty, and a lot more people are going to die that are American. And it's a very sick system where we let our corporations and our banks decide who's going to be in office, who's going to go around the world and use other people's resources for the benefit of a few people. And now they've managed to do that to the citizens that they were using as cover.
And also, who will idealistically be selected to contribute to the financial system?
Yeah, I mean,
as means of production.
They're running out of shit here too, and they want to make this a plantation for a third world. They want this to be a third world, and we're going to be a bunch of peasants working on the plantation, just like they are in the rest of the world. They've managed to actually just hollow out our economy, and we've let these people that get all these people in office with their power and money destroy our government, and now the government feels like they owe it to the banks for getting them in office. They think that they owe these interests and these lobbyists their allegiance more than the people. The people always come last in every society that I've, going all the way back.
But what we learned, as children, the last really come out first, because they're the ones who hold out with that good attitude, if they're not sore losers. And I think with that right thinking of being in the loss, we are in the loss of American independence. We will then, through our minds, through the peace that we have at the micro level, our town, our small communities, hold these leaders and these moral authorities and, of course, the financial terrorists accountable and responsible, because we will lower crime. We shouldn't have a system in local government that depends only on law enforcement. We need to depend on social programs, social projects that will bring the development to the civil society. And, we can't be underdeveloped in this, as social philosophic inquiry would prepare us to find answers within ourselves. And that is going to be when we hone in on the peace. We've been fighting for peace for many years. Post 9/11, post George Bush, we're still fighting for peace. Look inside, you'll find that peace. And that peace is going to overcome your local government. The government wants that. That's the grassroots social transformative change that this Western culture thrives off of. Go to the arts. You're learning that through 777 Thinking channel. Best of luck. Blessings.
Thank you.